What a day. Okay, we're here at Royal Enfield. Got Royal Enfield here. We've got Lord Colin. He's the lineup is an old Royal Enfield trail bike. You alright, Cole? He's going to lead. We've got the good old Himalayan. And we've got this new thing, which is my first ride on the 450. Now all the frenzy has died down, I thought I'd give it a little go, but today's just been a hell of a morning, so we haven't really managed to do what we wanted to do, so we might have to come back and do this review properly, but this is just a quick one anyway, if I can get it started. Oh, right, so first off, there's my Himi over there. Look, the back brake seized on this morning, that's another thing. Another thing to go wrong. So I'm a little bit stressed at the moment, but I'll soon relax once I get this thing going. Lovely. You can throw it all over the place. So there's another tick for the 450. Like I say, this is my initial impressions. I've just jumped off the 411, the BS4 that I've owned 4 or 5 years now. I jumped on this. Yeah, that's just off the throttle stop. And that's fueling lovely. See now, I'm in fourth. This is where I'm missing the long stroke engine, because this thing will not just pick up as quickly in a higher gear, which is obvious, I know. So yeah. So I'm down into third, keep it over 3,000 revs, and it's happy. It'll just pick up, not quickly though, mind you, not quickly. Where I've been watching all the reviews on YouTube, I thought this thing was going to be the best thing since sliced bread, but at the moment it isn't, for me. For a lot of people it probably would be, but we're coming up here in third. This car's seen me. See, if I pop it down into second, see, that's revving, and that don't, see, that don't feel comfortable to me. That's just over revving. Put it into third. And it picks up. But I don't know, this engine just seems a little bit vibey and rough, and that's coming from a 411 owner. First gear, yeah, the gearbox is lovely. It's not doing it for me at the moment. Oh, bit of trail riding. Oh, what's Colin doing? Where's he going? Go on then, Cole. I thought this thing was smelling. It's Colin's that was just about to catch fire. So there's Harry. We're just going to do a little bit of very light. Well, it's not even trail, is it? It's a road. It's a road, Martin. Right, up on the pegs. Yes, Colin always leaves his indicator on. It's a better riding position, I think, up on the pegs. The bars are slightly higher on this, so I'm not stooped so much. Just about to run into the back of Colin. But yeah, suspension's doing its job. You can change gear quite easily, sit up on the pegs. It's a lot more flickable, if that's the word, than the 411. It changed direction a lot easier, and it's better on the trail. It's absolutely transformed itself. I'm in the magic second gear. Now, I told you all about second gear on the 411s. You can more or less go from walking pace to 30 mile an hour without overstressing the engine, without revving the engine out. And I'm looking at this now, and I'm in second. So let's bring it down. See if Enfield's, yeah, it's doing the same thing. Now that's amazed me. This is like a shorter stroke engine. That's amazing. It's great when you actually they actually work, these GoPros.
Well, I don't know.
So there we go. Look, there's the three bikes. We're up on the Ridgeway. It is a public road. So there's Harry's. There's the BS4 or the 411. Then we got the new 450. And I must say, coming down this trail, I was quite impressed with it. I wasn't too impressed with it coming from Bide Treads on the road, but it actually transformed itself coming up that trail, and that's not a technical trail. It's still basically a road, but yeah, I was impressed. So there you go, and now here we go. Now we're talking. Look at this. This is Collins, Lord Collins, and this is basically a Royal Enfield road bike with knobblies on, and that's what they call their trail bikes. Colin uses this a lot heavier, iron barrel on it, and oil leak, battery stuck on the side, but that's proper pre-unit engine.
What sort of year was it?
So we got all three, because I'd love to do a back-to-back on these two. I mean, Harry's is more or less unmolested. It's still running the same exhaust, so it would be an ideal comparison. But yeah, look at this for a day though. What a beautiful day.
Because I was taking the vintage club scooter.
Should have brought a picnic, shouldn't we? There they are. So what do you reckon of it then, Cole? Just looking at the thing, this new 450.
Looking at it, I can see the appeal, because we do have to attract younger audiences, and some of us old buggers are very set in our ways with our old-fashioned styling and our old bikes.
That's all three of us, yeah.
And I would say that Royal Enfield have listened to their market, because a lot of Himalayan owners have suggested that this 450 should be more power with its almost double horsepower. It's 40, I believe, as opposed to 24.
Don't feel like it, Cole.
No, probably doesn't.
No.
But I've always said that it's a mindset thing and it's a figure thing.
Well, if you're used to the long stroke engine, it's a completely different kettle of fish.
Is it?
Yeah, but anyway, I won't go into that now.
I would assume to get the emissions, that's why they've gone water cooling, but to me they've got a higher tech. It's not the off-road fun bike that it maybe was before.
Yeah.
One thing I would say where Royal Enfield have listened to their customer feedback as well, if you've got the old style Himalayan with the luggage will go straight on the new Himalayan.
That's right, I heard that.
And that's quite a good thing, I think.
Yeah, I did hear that.
A lot of people would like that, because a lot of manufacturers want to sell you more kit every time.
Oh, they do, don't they?
So I thought that was quite a nice feature, really.
Yeah.
And as you said, coming on the trail, it's maybe become more alive than what it is on the road.
Yeah, it has. What do you reckon, Harry?
I suppose I'm still with the old one.
Yeah, you're old school, aren't you?
Yeah, it's nice. Like you say, if it's picked up and it does what it does on the tracks, then fair enough. But I've noticed the seating position now is a lot shorter than what it is on the early ones.
Yeah.
So whether
I think it's 840 mil seat height on that new one.
A little bit longer as well, and lower down.
1.5 meters, 1500 mil, I think. Or not mil, I don't know. It's 1.5 meters long, that anyway. That new Hemi. So, but yeah, I'm just thinking, us three together, what do you reckon our combined motorcycling age is? It's got to be over 100 years, isn't it?
It would be, yeah. I mean, I've been riding legally on the road since I was 16 at midnight.
Well, let's all
Like a
say
lot of
16.
people.
Yeah,
I'm
16.
61 now.
I mean, I was riding before that on the dirt, as we probably all
Same
were.
again.
Well, I've been at it, what, 68? Like 52, 53 year?
You've been riding for 53 years.
Something like that.
So you've earned 2 gold watches then?
Yeah,
I've been riding for about 45 years,
Yeah.
I reckon, on the road.
Yeah,
Colin,
it's similar. It'd be similar, wouldn't it?
So come on then, let's do our sum. So that's 90, isn't it?
Yeah.
45, 40, 90.
150.
And then,
It's about 150.
150 years worth here.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, all these YouTube channels that are telling you about these motorcycles, just ask 150 years worth of experience. Look, we're telling you what they're all about.
Bits.
Yeah, we're all still in one,
Fortunately, yeah,
still in
we're
one
still
piece.
working as we should do.
So yeah, we'll see, but hopefully we'll carry on as well. It's wow, look at that. How pretty is that? Right then, so what have we got with this? Here we go, the Hemi 450, parked outside the little burger van on the Ridgeway where the walkers come and have a cup of tea at the weekends and a burger, I guess. But yeah, so let's have a look at the back. We've got no rear light. The indicators double up as the rear lights and brake lights. See if we can see that when I switch it on. Let's switch it on and see what's... There you go. So that's your rear lights. And I guess we turn the... switch the indicator on. Oh right, so the LEDs on the rear lights stay illuminated and then the indicators in the middle. You can see that. The camera's picking it up. So we'll press the indicator button and switch it off. Right, let's get some stats about this thing. I know a million people have reviewed this, but what the hell, the Friends has died down now. The Friends has died down now, so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. Might as well join the club, eh? Plus I've been riding Himis for 5-6 years now, so I thought it might be of interest to you guys. Right, engine, water cooled. There's your rad. That's weird. That looks a little bit, it looks like somebody's hit it, but they haven't. It's just the, I don't know. Is that being it with? Or is it? No, it's not. Anyway, those that rad guard are a bit odd, aren't they? Those things. It looks like someone's hit it, but it hasn't. Or maybe it has. Yeah, engine. You got 452 cc, 4 valve, a double overhead cam liquid cooled. There you go. There it is, hiding in there. It's 40 brake horsepower and it puts out 29 foot-pound of torque. Fuel consumption is around about 70 miles to the gallon. Now, I think the fuel tank is about 17 litres and that sort of splays out a bit. But you can get your legs, when you've stood up on it, it's nice and narrow there, so you can flip it around. It's got 6-speed gearbox. I don't know whether it's got a slipper clutch or not. I'm not going to say it has because I might be lying. Steel frame. Steel frame twin spar, and it's 181 kg dry. Now, that frame, you can see where they've built it to a price, because the frame looks very, very similar in quality to the 411. And when you come up here and you look at the, let me just you look at this, and the brackets and the fittings, they're not the best, but they work. So you can see where they've built this thing to a price to get it in at that £5,500 or whatever it is. So yeah, there's your fasteners as well. So yeah, so your seat height is 825mm, and like I say, it's a wheelbase of 1510mm, so it's 1.5 meters long. Like I say, you've got the LED lights. The front light is LED, the rear lights are LED, and you've got front forks or upside down showers. Are they adjustable at the bottom? I don't think they are. Non-adjustable by the looks of it. So yeah, your shock's tucked up under there, which means that your airbox is probably up under the fuel tank. The exhaust pipe is nicely tucked in. There's your cap there, and the pipe is very, very narrow. Nicely tucked in. They put a bit of thought into that. Switchable ABS on this. We just switch the speedo on, switch the bike on. There's your speedo coming up. So that's a TFT. I think you've got nav on that. Oh, it's flashing. The camera's making it flash, but you got nav on that, and it's Bluetooth connectivity as well. So you can, I don't know if it's got CarPlay on there or not, but Hal wants to listen to music when you're riding a motorbike. But hey ho. Switch gear. Again, you've got your turny buttons. That's your mode toggle, indicators, horn, starter, and another button there. There you go, that's your mode button. So when I press that, mode, if you can see that, that comes up on the speedo, so we're in performance. Wouldn't have thought so, but we are in performance. And now I think that, that's your trip. So that little button there brings all your trip bits and pieces up. So yeah, like I was saying, this TFT, it's a little bit low for me. You don't want to be looking down too much when you're riding along. And when you put the indicator on, there's your indicator signal there, it's picking it up. And it's not that apparent to me anyway. So it's one of my bugbears about it, but that's just nitpicking. Right, luggage carrying capability. I think the pannier racks you can get for this will take the generic Royal Enfield hard luggage. So the ones that fit on the 411 will fit straight onto this. So if you buy one of these, you upgrade, you can put your luggage, you can keep your luggage. You'll probably have to buy some different racks, but you can keep your boxes and they'll fit straight on. You've got a small rack here, maximum load, 7 kilos it says on there. Now I know with the 411s they were having issues with the racks breaking, but I should think that's where people were just loading them up with stuff that's too heavy. But yeah, 7 kilos on the rack. Now this is, the jury's out for me on these, whether these are just for looks or whether they're actually they've got some load carrying, whether they've got an actual load carrying capability, because they're obviously where the tank bulges out there, they're canted forward on an angle. So if you've got any luggage, if you say you want to put some fuel cans on there, your indicator's going to be in the way, and you'll be facing forwards, aren't they, and outwards. Get my drift. So I'm not sure about that, but then they've got little tie loops on there, and this obviously comes off. So no doubt they'll put something on there, a little bag, but I don't think it's going to have the same luggage capability as the 411. You can load those things up with everything, and job done. So. Right, there you go, Himalayan it says on there. 8,000 revs. That lit up at 8,000 revs just then on the pre-check. So it revs out at 8 grand. Side stand up, it's quite, this bike leans over quite a way. Unlike the 411, that almost stood upright, and if you put any luggage on the back like I did, and got off of it, it fell over, and it fell over against my van. all those birds over there. Right, let's go up on the pegs and we'll have a little look at the view, because this is gorgeous. We love it. The only thing is with this tank, where it this fuel tank, you can't really grip it with your legs that well because you slide forward on it. I've got leather jeans on, but with the 411 you can grip it with your legs and it ain't gonna go anywhere. But look, it's unless you tuck your knees in like a jockey just there, but if you go down a hill, you keep wanting to slide forward on the tank. Well, the brakes are better than the 411 as well. The brakes are a lot more powerful. Like I say, you can switch the ABS off on this. The 411 seems a lot more like utilitarian than this. And like I say, it's got a massive following, and I love them, the 411s. And I don't think I'd sell mine. I wouldn't trade mine in. This is a little lane, and this leads us to a lovely old barn, a tide barn. It's absolutely beautiful, very, very old. It's a medieval barn. National Trust. Like I say, this village is owned by the National Trust, I do believe.
I know, I remember.
That was my little visit to Blake's. What do I think? I'll sum this bike up then. It's a different kettle of fish to the 411, definitely different engine, shorter stroke, but it still does, it's still got the same tractability as the 411, and obviously you've got that extra, probably almost 20 horsepower, so obviously your cruising speeds are a lot higher. Just slow down for this horsey. Yeah, your cruising speeds are a lot higher. The engine I don't think is as nice as the 411. It's vibier, it feels harsher, but it's not that much more responsive. But you've just got that extra oomph when it comes to being at speed on dual carriageways and motorways. It's good on the trails. I'd say it's better on the trails than the 411. And even though the motor's a short stroke, it still seems to have the same tractability and torque. And it all happens between, I'd say, 1,000 and 5,000 revs. You get over that when you're at speed on the dual carriageways and motorways, and you would crack the throttle and not a lot really happens. It's quite lethargic, but that's probably down to fueling, being a Euro 5 motor. If you can get these things dialed in, I should think they'd be really good. Like my Suzuki DE, you get that dialed in and it'd be a lot better, but whether you can do that on these bikes, I don't know with the ECUs. But no doubt a lot of people will be having a play with these things. The 411's got a massive following and I love them, and yeah, I wouldn't be in a hurry to trade mine in, that's for sure. I'd probably let mine fall apart or blow up, some sort of catastrophic thing happen to it where it was uneconomical to repair. Then I'd be looking at, for the price of these aren't very dear, I'd be getting I'll be looking at one of these, or probably a CF Moto 450. Is it the MT that everybody's waiting for? But yeah, really enjoyed this afternoon out on this bike. Like I say, it was nice hooking up with Lord Colin and Harry Enfield and having a chat about it. And I'd just like to once again thank Bike Treads for being so nice to me, basically. Mind you, I do buy the odd motorcycle off of them, so it's not as though I'm taking the proverbial with them. And I will see you all on the next one, God willing. Hey.